Here on the penultimate day of the Edinburgh Fringe 2024, I realise I should have recorded this a lot earlier in the Fringe, but these thoughts have only really come to me having read in the mainstream newspapers what I can only describe as a disappointment or dissatisfaction amongst some of those journalists with what some are calling trauma shows, and shows about people's experiences of life around neurodiversity particularly. And there was an article in The Spectator, I think there's an article today in The Independent, as if those people are complaining somehow about these shows being at the Edinburgh Fringe in big numbers. And I find that a shame, because the Edinburgh Fringe is a really too large arts festival, but what it brings and invites and reflects is what's going on in the world around us. And certainly those journalists don't bring shows to the Edinburgh Fringe. But what they do bring is complaints, and I just wanted to share the thought around the concept of mindset. Now, a mindset is our default attitudes towards life, which are more or less conscious to us. Sometimes we know what they are. We might say, I'm a bit of a skeptic, for example. We might have a mindset of seeing is believing. But sometimes our mindset is revealed to us as our own biases towards life through other people, and we are more or less open to hearing that feedback. And I just want to suggest at the Fringe here that what I've been reading about the complaints about many neurodiverse shows that are based on personal trauma, often solo shows, that somehow these journalists have come up here in innocence and wonder and have discovered this to their great disappointment, is utter nonsense. The programme has been available for a long time. These are real and important issues in the world, and art is the place to explore them. So the idea that somehow they've been shocked by what they've found is utter nonsense. What they brought is a mindset. And that just leads me to invite you as theatre makers, if you're watching this, to consider very carefully the possibility that you do not have to invite any reviewers, all and sundry, into your shows. And one of the best things to do when you send press releases out is to check out the mindset of who is reviewing your work. That's in the reviews they've already written, in what they write. And if they've already got a mindset, more or less conscious to them, that is predisposed towards bringing an attitude at the very first minute of your show, where you probably haven't even got a chance to get a decent review from them, because their mindset is going to express itself in a bias that even they are not conscious about, then the best thing to do is to let your press office know who is not welcome to come and review your show, because they're not going to give it a fair hearing. What they're going to do is basically shit all over your show because they're not aware of the mindset that they brought to it.